Guy, when you and I were first, talking and prepping for today's call, you mentioned, the gold nuggets of LinkedIn come from, things that happen behind the scenes, from messaging, from things that other people may not know you're doing in the background. So can we start there? Can you talk a little bit about the sort of where the real gold is on LinkedIn?
Yeah, because so many people, in my opinion, are focused on engagement, or focused on likes and thumbs up and comments. And in the end, I wonder, are those people really my paying customers? So in my opinion, the real gold lies within the direct messaging, DMs, email messaging, telephone calls, behind what other people will see on an engagement for a post. So again, yeah, the real gold for me lies, and some people just observe, they read it as a newspaper, and when you are consistent in posting, they will see you, they will notice you, and they will probably in the end follow you for your knowledge and whatever you want to share within your business industry. So it takes time to get into that real gold, but it is there, and it's not always visible for each and everyone. So basically, I mean, every conversation, and my father told me once, well, I have to start a while back before that. My mother came to the Netherlands from Paris. She moved to Amsterdam in late 50s, 1959. And one Sunday, she went to the center of the city, and she came back that evening and told my father, wow, your mother knows a lot of people. And he was thinking, what do you mean? Well, she talks to everyone. And that's what she did. She talked to everyone. She liked to talk. My father was a teacher, so he liked to talk. And I got that from him. So we all love to connect. The other thing is, I was once in my previous job as an account manager in Berlin with 150 other account managers from that company, and everyone was at their own table. So the Russians were there, the French were there, the Italians were there, the Dutch were there, and nobody talked to each other. And I was looking around me, and I saw this Tony with tons of experience, and there was this Guy just starting. And I said, well, why don't you meet? Why don't you talk to each other? So again, it all starts with just a simple handshake, literally, and people start their conversation. And for me, that's LinkedIn. I just want to connect people, and a conversation will start, and the real gold will happen, or the magic will happen, I guess.
That's great. And one of the things I've really come to love is the instant video calls on LinkedIn. I find that people mostly don't know that exists. And so if you happen to be online at a point where you start a conversation with someone and you suggest, why don't we have a quick video call here on LinkedIn, a lot of them will be, bemused. They didn't even know that was possible. And so you'll end up, able to hop straight on a call with someone that otherwise you might have spent, ages chasing down, trying to get a meeting with. So that's another angle I really like. But thinking about that, Guy, so if we think about how people use their time on LinkedIn, I would say most people spend most of their time posting and or commenting on LinkedIn, and spend really quite a small amount of time in the messages doing those kinds of things in the background. Is that your experience as well?
Absolutely. And I think that's again the low-hanging fruit. Yeah. And what you just mentioned, to have a video call. Imagine when we just connect, and we all know meeting people in real life, well, you can't beat anything like that. But second best is a video call like this, or just an audio message. I love audio messages because, and that's what I teach my customers as well. I will explain in a moment. You can talk much faster than you can write. And you have all these different ideas popping up during the day, so record them. But in a discussion, in messaging people, I mean, I've been connected with so many people over the years, and in the end, when you meet them in real life, and this happened was it last year? No, it was early this year. It was end last year, December, that John Esperian decided to have a meeting, a lunch in Bristol. And I live near the German border, so it's about 2 hours to get to Amsterdam airport for me. But in a brief moment, I told myself, well, why not? Let's have fun, and I'll fly to Bristol. So I knew a lot of people over there. Nigel Cliff, who was one of your guests earlier, was there. John Esperian, many people. And when you meet them then in real life, it seems as if you have known each other for so many years. So it feels completely relaxed and okay to continue that conversation. But just typing and just connecting and then leave it to that's to me a very strange idea. I mean, that's collecting cards and whatever. Well, what benefit does it have?
Yes, yeah. Good. Well, some great gold nuggets there. Thank you.